2 days ago, this was completely covered in snow. That's part of the Conservatory Garden, Central Park. This is Haarlemmermeer, thawing out. So what I want to talk about today, and I think I'm holding this camera correctly these days, what I want to talk about today is this morning I was out having breakfast as usual, and I saw this pretty good looking, fairly well in great shape girl, say about 30, and she was with this guy about 5 years older. He was big and obese and blah 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 blah. Now, a few years ago, my first instinct may be the same as many of yours. I don't know. When you see someone that's smoking hot with someone that's not, the first flag is, I bet he's loaded. I bet he's rich. I bet he's got a big wallet. However, here's an interesting shift. This morning I seen this, and the first thing that popped in my head was, you know what, I bet he's a really nice guy. I bet that's why she's with him. Now, the shift there is through me, I guess, becoming more or less judgmental. Oh, by the way, yeah, I live 5 minutes from a beach. I'll show you. There you go, there's the beach. Anyway, it's become, for me, becoming less judgmental without realising it. But I set on that task a while ago. Now, could this guy have been wealthy? Sure, he could have been. However, generally when someone is wealthy and successful, they have a certain aura, a certain vibe, a certain, not an arrogance, a certain way of walking. Just checking, see if this is still working. Yeah, certain way of walking. And he didn't. He had an old pair of track pants on, which in this city is no big deal. Can't judge by clothing in this place. And I just thought, and it didn't occur to me till after that I realised I am not judging the same as I used to judge. So the reality is, if you see someone and you think a certain way, that's a reflection of your own thinking. So if your first instinct when you see someone, for want of a better term, smoking hot with someone who isn't, if your first instinct is wealth, that's the brain, that's the way you're thinking about a situation. Now, that might be from an insecurity situation. It might be based upon the media and celebrity culture, or whatever it's called, or celebrity lack of culture, I think is more the term. However, you got to maybe do yourself a favour and do a little check-up from the neck up. If your first instinct is cynicism, that is a reflection of us from within. That's the way your brain thinks. So if your brain suggests, if you're not in great shape, but you're with someone that is above your regular game, if you're portraying or giving off that vibe is they're with me for a reason, or you're buying people things to buy their love, whatever, if you're buying it, it's not real. But if that's your thought on others, that's how you project yourself. I was in a situation the other week where something happened. I was in a restaurant with a lady on business who just split up with someone, and someone I know said, "Oh, so you're going to try and get in with her now?" That is his projection, not my thought at all. But when that's your first instinct to judge that on somebody else, what you're really saying is, that's what I would do, or that's how I think. So think about this. And this is a tough one. What is your first instinct on certain situations? Is it cynicism? Is it apathy? Is it jealousy? Oh, she's only with him because of blah, 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 blah. He's only with her because of blah, blah, blah. That's you shining through, not them. That's you. The challenge is you, not them. So think about that. It's not easy. It's a shift. If you want help, beingbulletproof.info. Right now, there's a bunch of people going through a 30-day shift program. So, here from Harlemere, Central Park, sunny spring in New York City. Have a wonderful day. I don't know. I'm not a tour guide. See you soon.